Alright, welcome back to more Doki Doki. I'm assuming it's this one. Oh yes, we have to read first. Who do you want to share with first, Eric?
Let's go with Monica. Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she was so eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
I really want her to like me. Why won't she like me?
Hey, Leak to go back.
Hey, me.
Having a good time?
So far?
Yeah. Good. Great to hear.
Wait, did I say yeah? I meant no. I wanted to join the anime club still.
I'm still gonna go join the anime club. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I have a new activity.
Yes, I have a concept. Hear me out. What was it? Bikini Literature Club? Was that? No, Swimsuit Literature Club. That's what it was. Swimsuit Literature Club.
I'm always listening.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
I'm immediately afraid.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up.
Nice.
I'm just better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, I started blasting.
Anyways. Want
to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
If you suppose.
Don't worry, Leak to go back.
I'm immediately
We're all
worried.
A little embarrassed today, you know?
I'm a little embarrassed every day.
But isn't that sort of thing, that the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon?
No.
Sorry, I had a small stroke.
No.
Yeah, that true.
That's true.
Hand Monica poem. Humph. I like it, Leak to go back.
You like anything, anyway.
Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. It's about some childhood friend who you stopped talking to.
It's a lot cuter than I expected. Almost like it was written for some pink-haired, pastry-loving little fucker.
Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
Who? Never heard of her.
And she's a good writer, too. That's why I pick on her all the time.
I think that's the nicest thing she's ever said.
And she's such a good writer, too.
Such a good writer, too. I think the...
Oh my god, you can do that.
Oh, I didn't know you could do this. I forgot I pressed start to go into fucking the
history.
menu.
If you go to history, it shows you what everybody said.
I see now. I was gonna say, I think that's the biggest compliment she's ever given Natsuki.
It is.
This whole fucking series.
And that was a compliment.
So take that as a compliment. Thanks. Wait, for me or her?
Yes. Hahaha. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, you should always keep a snack on you. I'll give her a
Wow.
She'll cling to you like a puppy.
Hold on, let me write this down. Write this down!
Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house. She makes a fussy mood pretty often.
What?
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 But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down.
That's not good.
What? Like earlier. That's just a guess. I think she's so small because her malnutrition is influencing her abundant growth.
Adolescent
growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know?
I do know.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
Just trying to look on the bright side of
wait.
child neglect.
Quick, sing the song. Always look on the bright side of life. Alright.
What?
I mean, listen. Child neglect is simply poorly caring for a child.
Yeah.
The care is still there.
Yeah.
Just half-assed.
It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
No. I don't want to go to the anime club, thank you.
Bye! And it turns off the game. Don't mind, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I'm the president.
I'm the club leader.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
Okay.
I see. Well, let's read it then. A hole in the wall. He doesn't like to look through the hole in the wall, but I like when he looks in the hole in the wall when I do things.
Nice.
But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burning eyes can no longer see colors. Ah!
They're on fire!
Ah! Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sounds of frantic scribbling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crackle, closing in on me. The air I breathe displaces before it reaches my lungs.
Yep.
I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. I'm swallowing my fears, brandishing my pen.
I brandish my pen.
Yes, I
Yeah,
brandish my pen, using it as a weapon pretty much.
Yeah. Wow, what a neat poem.
So, what do you think?
I don't.
It's very freeform, if that's what you want to
That's
call
what
it.
you call it.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay.
I'm not asking you.
I'm asking the player. What? Yeah, it's the kind of style that is pretty popular nowadays.
Thanks.
There is a lot of poems that have put emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Didn't they say this the last time?
I don't think so.
I don't remember. When poems are
they
performed out loud, it's really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one?
Murder. I mean, erosions.
Well, I'm not sure how to put it.
Okay.
I guess you could say it's kind of emphasis, really.
Epiphany,
really.
an epiphany recently.
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An
Epiphany? Yeah, something like that.
Are you Albert Einstein?
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like this because it's coming on strongly.
What?
Maybe after someone is better friends with each other. After everyone is better friends. Anyway, here's Monica's tip for writing of the day.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point.
That's
What'd you do with my friend? If you keep trying so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
Yep, okay. I'm with you.
Another thing is to think about it as this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big, dark puddle of ink.
Of course. I think you told us this last time.
Just move your hands and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Who
Bye,
should I talk to now?
Who do you want to talk to now?
We'll go with Yuri.
Yuri. I bet you can't Yuri these nuts. God,
What?
I'm so bad at this. And
Yuri, these nuts. Oh, what? She stares at the poem.
I wonder if she liked the part about these nuts I put in it.
Specifically for her. A few minutes pass. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I was just fixated on these nuts.
I was lost in thought about these nuts.
I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words.
Which is hard for me, because I barely put my thoughts into anything.
Yes.
Hold on.
Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you ask? It's fucking garbage.
It's fucking terrible.
I'm just making sure.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to rip too hard into a novice.
I guess it might be... it might be after reading it, though. It's so that bad.
Yes.
No. Did I just raise my voice?
Yes.
I'm sorry. She blushes her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that has been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere.
I've been just staring at her awkwardly for several minutes, and she
staring
has
at
not
a
moved.
specific point for a couple of minutes.
It's at this point that I wonder, are we dating? Is this what love is? I want to know what love is.
What is my life? It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice.
He's always.
What were you saying? Ah, yes, right. It's just there's specific writing habits that are typical for newer writers.
Yeah, like bad ones. You have bad writing habits.
And it's really been through that myself, and I learned to pick them up on them.
Pick up on them. It's good. It's close enough. It was close enough.
I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is they're trying to make their style very deliberate.
Okay.
In other words, they try to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together.
In other words, they try and be like, "Oh, look at my writing style," when really they should just be getting to my fucking point.
The end result is both of the styles and expressiveness are weakened.
Says you.
You.
Last time I wrote a book from the point of view of a serial killer that may or may not have been based on a true story of my life, it sold really well. Thank you.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if she's determination totally changes. Like curses. Her stumbling is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
I tell you, that's like my favorite thing now is to set up ridiculous situations and then immediately apply them like they're completely normal and everyone's been there.
I love it. I love it. I've noticed you doing that. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different styles and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem.
Yeah, like my technique is writing it in human blood. You might wonder where I get the blood. That's what they always ask. Anyways,
I started writing. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part.
Ah, yes, of course.
It might take some time, but it's all coming together with practice. And learning by example, trying new things.
Trying new things. That's a new thing.
That's a new thing. I always hope that everybody else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
I don't think so.
Natsuki is a little biased, though.
Yeah, she only likes cute garbage.
Yeah.
Bias? How? Well, she's got this, like, smug look whenever she's talking shit about Natsuki.
Yeah. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's rude to call people whores behind their back.
That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or Natsuki.
She's actually apologizing to her eldritch god.
Her eldritch god. We cannot speak his name in mortal tongue.
He too is a big fan of my poetry.
Do you mind if you read my poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
So the eldritch god told me.
She smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny.
But not like funny haha, more like a funny sad.
After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Wait a minute. You're telling me this is a literature club, Derek? I thought this was the anime class.
I thought this was the Doki Doki
Club.
Club.
I went to the wrong room.
Ghost. Under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate behind the amber globe. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calming, breathing air of the pleasant, but living in the past. Lights flickering. I flicker back.
Nice. I too flash people back when they flash me.
Yes. I'm sorry. I have a terrible handwriting.
Yeah, I could barely read it. What is this fucking scribble shit?
It's all this fucking cursive bullshit.
What is this fucking scribble shit that's cursive? The fuck is this cursive bullshit?
I didn't learn this. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It's because you wrote it fucking cursive, asshole.
If you don't know how to write cursive, just write print and then attach little things to the other letters and pretend. No one will even notice at this point.
It's true, though.
But it took so long to read.
That's because I can't read script very well. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Huh?
Much like your eyes.
That's a relief.
It's much like your eyes. I like collecting eyes. Can I have your eyes?
Also, I liked the poem. It was very deep.
Deep.
Deep. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short.
It was absolutely too short, but I won't tell you that.
I usually write long poems. Not at all.
I usually write novels.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Not normally about my eldritch god.
I wanted to write something a little more mild. That's why I wrote about just my eldritch ghost. If I told you the true descriptions of the ghost, you would have had your ears bleeding and your eyes would have fallen out of your head. It would have been the sight.
It's something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Are you?
Huh. Actually, this isn't about a ghost at all.
It's about my eldritch god.
Really? It's about...
He's my favorite eldritch god.
I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you only glanced it over, after all.
Yes, if you spent a week writing out a thesis about it, you would have got the true meaning.
But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions into the world. Into their work.
Yes, but you as an artist should understand that people's interpretation of your art becomes what that art really means. I can talk smart too, bitch. Anyway...
Drops mic. They usually do tell more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. So you're into ghosts, is all I'm hearing.
Yeah,
here.
so you're a ghost
In
person.
that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is simply being symbolically compared to a ghost.
There was... Okay, I know it's slightly sidetracky, but I gotta bring it up. There was an image way back in the day, painted back in, like, the Renaissance era, of these people that were, like, mourning over a, like, bad crop, essentially, because it was, like, a dead field of nothing, and all their wheats have, like, faded and shit, and it was, like, two people mourning and shit. And I always thought that it looked like they were mourning over the loss of a child or something.
Yeah.
But people were like, no, that's not what it means. And the artist was like, this is not what it means. It's just the artist of that thing. But Salvador Dali, the famous painter, also had the same thought process I had, apparently, back in the fucking 90s. And specifically asked them to do a fucking x-ray of the image. Because he felt like that's what it... And underneath the paint that's there, the original paint was a dead child. Like the outline of a dead child. Before, like, coffin. Before he painted over it and changed the entire thought of the image.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, that's funny. I always thought that too. I never knew Salvador Dali even did anything with this or anything. I'm like, that's ironic that I had the same thought process.
That's fucking crazy.
And I'm not the only one. A whole bunch of people apparently had that thought, but no one ever looked into it because, like, it was just painting from, like, some nobody artist back in, like, the 16th century.
That's crazy, and I love that.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway.
Reminded me of this for some reason.
Lingering in her last remaining moments of place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. It's soon to be left with nothing. Because all of her friends are getting pulled away by this demon creature known as Monica. Monica. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way.
Solid, yeah. I'm gonna go with whatever you said is correct, because I don't know.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really.
I just made shit up. It makes me sound smarter.
Like most artists. Well, it does make me happy that you think that.
I always wanted to do something. I always wanted to make some, like, art piece that was, like, really fucking weird, so that when people ask me about it, I would just be like, it's just art for the sake of art. They're like, but it must have deeper meaning. No.
It's just art.
It's just art.
Just art.
It's whatever it needs to mean to the people who look at it. I'm pretentious.
I'm an asshole.
Alright.
Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
4 or 5 years from now, whatever.
I guess I'll have to
Keep trying. Trying what?
I'm counting on you.
No, you're not. Who do we do next, Eric?
I don't know. We have only one choice.
That's right. Yuri again. Let's see. Let's go.
I was gonna say Sayori. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like.
She's already blushing.
First of all, I want your dick! She rereads the poem. Never mind. I don't feel like I'm gonna give my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place?
It's just like, never mind, I won't tell you shit. Then what was the point of me showing it to you? God damn it, he has a point.
I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Yeah, I wrote this when I could have been like playing video games or dating sims or being a general loser with my time. What's your excuse?
In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. This is what I had in mind when writing this.
Oh. You did pick Natsuki.
I wanted to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours wasn't really bad.
Yours was really bad, but it's actually good, and I hate that you're good at things.
You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but I'll let you show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it.
You made my life fucking hard.
I hope you're happy.
A little bit. A little bit?
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? He retorts, get caught in her throat. You're just so... You don't understand anything, do you?
I really do. I'm dense as fuck.
I already told you that. You wouldn't have done... you don't have to go announcing to the world that you were all self-important.
Oh, fair enough.
Pretty much, you actually...
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. How do you mostly say something to yourself?
I don't know, Chris. You do that to yourself a lot, too. You speak in a direction of somebody, but to yourself mostly.
Derek, please. If I needed to, like...
He's like, can't argue.
Alright.
I think you must really hate me or something. Or she's in love with you. She's the next girl who will die.
Bullying is the nosest form of flattery. Someone told me once.
Yeah, they were not right. They were just trying to make it so they didn't have to feel bad.
Oh, man.
I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem.
I can't figure out anything. I'm dense as a fucking rock.
Yeah, I'm a main character in a dating sim. I'm as dense as a rock.
My personality is brick wall. What's yours?
In any case, do you still need to show me yours, right? It's fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can run and become soup. Owls can seek.
Alright, that's a
Crickets
throwback.
can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But
that's about it.
That's about it.
That's about
also, the
it.
music's changed.
Yeah. Alright, how about, though, we pick this up in the next part, and we give Natsuki our opinions about her shitty poem. In the next part, we'll see you guys then. Peace.